Hello, good morning students. How are you all? I hope you all are well and I know you all are studying well too. How is the exams going on? Fine? Good. That's very nice. And how was your GK paper? It was easy? Yes, it was easy. And I have seen you have done it well too. Okay, student? And for the first most important thing I want to share today is the request to all the students to pay proper attention on your UT's exam, because these tests are going to be added in your final term exams. Later on you will face problem if you will not give the exam. So it is a request to everyone to do well in your studies, study hard and do your paper well. Okay student? Now today is the last oral revision of our GK, isn't it? That is lesson number 4 and lesson number 6. As you all know that lesson number 5 is not coming in your half-yearly exam. We have already reduced your syllabus and that chapter is not going to come in your exam. So today we will do the last oral revision of lesson number 4 and lesson number 6, in which we will study about people search and means of transport. In people search, I will tell you about the people of a particular country, what they are called. Just like those people who live in India are called Indians. I will show you the flags of different countries and I will also tell you the people living in that particular country are called by which name. Okay children? And in next topic, means of transport, I will tell you about different means of transport and the meaning of transport also. Okay? Just when you are at home, you every time you are not at home, you have to go somewhere. You need to go to school, you need to go to mall, you need to go to some other places. And for that you need some conveyance. You need a means of transport. You use different transports. Okay? So we will study about different means of transport. That is air, land and water. Okay? And I will also tell you about the vehicles used in villages and in the cities too. With the same, we will learn about two-wheelers, three-wheelers and four-wheelers too. There are some vehicles which carry us from one place to another in a very short distance. In a very short, not distance children, in a very short period. Those are the cheapest, it is not the cheapest, those are the expensive mode of transport. And the utmost thing, the fastest means of the transport is the air transport. Okay, there are mainly three transport: air transport, land transport and water transport. So let's go to the book and do oral revision of lesson number 4 and lesson number 6. Okay children? So children, get ready with your books and open page number 29. See, this is the page number 29. For your reference, I have written what is coming in this particular chapter. Okay, you can focus on the book and see. For your reference, I have written what is going to become in your exam, in your half-yearly exam related to this chapter. This chapter is related to people and the country. People and the country. It will come in the form of matching. And the next revision we are going to do about means of transport, in which we will study about different means of transport. For your reference, here also I have mentioned in which form this chapter can come in your half-yearly exam. Okay children, so first take out page number 29, people search. Now we are doing the oral revision of lesson people search. It is in we are doing revision of lesson number 4. It is in page number 29. This chapter can come in the form of matching. Like one side we will give the names of the country and other side we will give you the people, just as it is given in the book. So you have to match the people of that particular country is called by which name. Just like India, those people who live in India are called Indians. Those who live in Japan are called Japanese. Those who live in China are called Chinese. Those who live in England is called English people. Okay children, so you have to learn this with spellings. Every time in each video I am reminding you to learn everything with spellings. Whenever you are learning, you do the written practice of this. Okay, so for those who have not done the work previously, I am revising the work for them. So in one side, the names of the countries are given with their flags, Okay, so little bit you should know the flags of that particular country also. Like we can give you in journal, we can give you in draw and color, we can give you to draw our national flag. All of you know how to draw your national flag? Okay, and how many colors are there? That we have learned in our previous videos. So come to the chapter. Now first country is Japan, second Germany, third France, China, England, Russia, Sweden, Spain and Italy. Opposite to that is French, Chinese, Russians, Japanese, German, Spanish, Italian, English and Swedish. Okay, so Japanese people are those people who are living in Japan are called Japanese. Collectively we call them Japanese people, those who belong to Japan. German, those who people live in Germany are called what they are called? They are called German people. What they are called? They are called German people. Those who live in France, people who live in France are called French people. What they are called? They are called French people. Those who live in China, are called Chinese or called Chinese. The people who live in England, are called English people. What they are called? They are called English people. Okay. After that, Russia. Those people who live in Russia are called Russians or called Russians. Those who live in Sweden, are called Swedish After that, people who live in Spain, are called Spanish. What they are called? They are called Spanish. And the last one, the people who live in Italy are called Italian people. Okay, so children, how this chapter will come? This chapter will come in the form of matching. Okay, now children, we are coming to brain gym section. This brain gym, there are two questions, so this can come in the form of question and as it is given in the book. I have written here question and answers for the reference only. What are the people of Greece called? What are the people of Greece called? They are called Greeks. They are called Greeks. The spelling of Greeks is Greaks, Greeks. So this can come in the form of question answers only as it is given in the book. Second question is, what are the people of Holland called? What are the people of Holland called? Those people who live in Holland are called Hollanders. Are called Hollanders. Spelling of Hollander, once you can check in your book. I have written it for you. Hollanders. Hollanders. Okay, children. So, this chapter can come in two forms. First is matching and second is question and answers as it is given in the book. So, whatever you are learning, again and again I am reminding you to do the written practice of that, because you have to give written test of GK. Clear to everyone? Okay, children. Now we are doing the next topic, that is means of transport. It is in page number 9. Before learning anything, we should know what is means of transport. First, transport. Transport means carrying people or things from one place to another. It's called transport. Now, what do you mean by means? Means different modes of transport. Different types of transport. Okay? So, the means of transport collectively means different modes used to carry things or people from one place to another. This is the complete meaning of means of transport. Okay. Now, children, you know there are various means of transport. We have divided the means of transport under 3 categories: air transport, land transport and water transport. Okay, and the fastest means of transport is aeroplane, because within a few minutes, within a few seconds, not the second but within a few minutes, we can reach from one place to another. And children, with the same you should know also, this is the very expensive mode of transport too, because it is taking us from one place to another in a very less time. It is taking less time, so it is taking more money from us to go from one place to another. Now, when we have to go to a nearby distance, we go by our own. Under land transport, there are different modes of transport. Some are two-wheelers, some are three-wheelers, some are four-wheelers. And there is one means of land transport which moves on track, and it can carry thousands of people in a one time from one place to another. Which means of transport is that? That is train. After that, the next one is water transport. Water transport is very expensive, but it is very rarely used. It is very rarely we use this transport. Under this, there is one cheapest also and one expensive also. When people have to go to a small distance, they take boat. But when they have to travel from one country to another country, they take ship, yacht, cruise are used to go from one place to another, and that is also very expensive. Okay, now leaving air transport and water transport, we are coming to land transport. Land transport are of many types. In cities where you live, you see many vehicles are there. When you go to school, when you go to mall, when you go for picnic, in your nearby, you see many transport like car, bus, truck, okay, auto rickshaw. These are the scooter, bikes. These are the land transport which move on road, and the train moves on track, and the train moves on track. So the children, this complete chapter can come in the form of, you can see here, I have written it here, it can come in the form of question and answers. Just we can ask you, what is the fastest means of transport? So you have to answer aeroplane. We can ask you, name any two land transport. There you can name any two, whatever is your choice. We can ask you, write any two air transport. There you can write aeroplane, helicopter, choppers. Do you know what the choppers are? They are the private aircrafts. Okay? Okay, children? Now, after that, we can ask you, write two water transport. These types of question can be asked. Except that this chapter can come in the form of missing letter. You can see I have written in the book. So, you have to learn the spellings of all the means of transport given over here. So, it can come in the form of missing letter. With the same, we can give you this chapter in the form of give two examples. Children, listen carefully. This chapter can also come in the form of give two examples. Okay? Give two examples. There we will write water transport. You have to name any two water transport. We will give you land transport. There you will write any two land transport. We will say air transport. There you will write any two air transport. With the same, we can ask you to write the name of any two-wheelers. For the two-wheelers, you have to write cycle and bike. Okay, cycle and bike you can write. We can ask you, write the names of any four-wheelers. For that, you can write car and van. Okay, car and van. We can also ask you, name the vehicle which is used in villages. The vehicles used in villages are bullock cart, tonga, isn't it? These are the vehicles which you see in the villages, mostly in the villages. Okay, children? So, this chapter can come again I am repeating, this chapter can come in the form of question and answers, give two examples, missing letter. I have written it on the book for the reference only. Student, we have done the oral revision of all the chapters. After this, we will again do the revision, and I will give you the written practice of all the chapters. So that if someone has missed any video classes or someone has missed anything, they should write it, and it will be easy for you to prepare for your half-yearly exam. Just in a short, I am reading the names of all these vehicles. Those who have left, those who have any previous work, any pending work, they can write it right now. In this chapter, what we have to do, we have to identify the pictures and we have to write that means of transport in the particular box. So, number one, from the picture you have to find where the number 1 is. So, see where the number 1 is. Here, number 1 is written. This is, what is this? This is bus. So, we have written bus. Number 2 is ship. Number 3 is car. Number 4 is auto rickshaw. Number 5 is train. Though it is a metro train, but you will write train. Number 6 is, the boy is riding it, cycle. Number 7 is bike. Number 8 is boat. Those who have not written the work, they can write the work. Okay, children? Now listen carefully. Today we have completed our revision of all the chapters. Okay, children? Oral revision we have done. Once again, I am reminding you. Again, we will do the revision, and I will give you the assignment related to the chapters, so that it will make you easy to prepare for your half-yearly exam. Everything you are learning, you have to learn by spellings, because you have to write the spellings. It is the written exam of GK, and previously I think you have prepared for your UTs also. You have little bit, your confusion has been cleared how the exam is going to be conducted. So be prepared for that. Study hard, take care of yourself, and pay attention towards your studies also. Children, this much for today's video. In the next video, we get ready with your copy so that we can do the written work also. Bye bye. Take care.